Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Tara with Coaching for Life. So, my video today is on the topic of awakening and how things begin to feel as you start to connect with yourself on a deeper level and you start to connect with your higher self. And when I'm referring to the higher self, I'm referring to the part of you that is not the person. So with the person comes the personality, all of the isms and the itises and all of the things that we deal with like day to day that have to do, with the physical body and the physical person. But what I'm referring to when I speak about the self is I'm referring to the part of us that when you close your eyes and you go deep into yourself and just listen to your breathing, there's that part, and then when you go just a step beyond that, there's another part. It almost feels like a void that runs all the way through you to the top of your crown chakra. There is where that direct connection with source and with universal energy is. And that's the part of ourselves that I'm referring to today as I make this video. I was inspired to talk about this topic because I wanted to bring you guys along with me in my personal journey as I continue to not only just take on more processes for myself with regard to connection with higher self, but also as I'm experiencing the way that it feels and the changes that are happening in my life, and also having a better understanding of what it feels like to be in an awakened state and to be more connected with the energy field around me definitely has been a major shift. I would say that since I started the meditation process, and I mentioned this in one of my other videos, I had started out and in a month things had started to shift or change. And that was just from meditating maybe 10 minutes a day. Now, here I am many months later, and I would say now, maybe about 6 months that it's been a regular practice. And now I'm meditating for like an hour, or I can meditate 5-10 minutes, but it's very easy for me to meditate for an hour. It feels really good. It's very peaceful and very centering, and I find that I'm feeling very calm, relaxed, and connected with the field. And when I refer to the field, I'm referring to the energy field that's always around us. And it's through that field that each and every person on this planet is connected. So this is how you're able to sense when a person maybe is unhappy, or maybe they're really happy, or maybe you're feeling like somebody's going through something when you just walk past them. This is how it's possible because we're all connected energetically. So I'm feeling more of that. Now, that being said, it has definitely been a change or a shift in my sensitivity to picking up things. So something you may notice as you start to get more connected with the energetic field via meditation and practices that connect mind, body, and spirit for proper alignment. You might start to notice people's energies that are very strong, maybe that are maybe not so positive. You might be more sensitive to that. I know that's what I found when I was starting to grow and have more connection from utilizing meditation and these connective processes, that I can only take just a small amount of negative or lower vibration energy. I start to feel very, I don't know, I just start to feel kind of like winded or drained very easily from that sort of energy. So that's a shift that you might start to feel. And if you do, it just means that you're just more sensitive to when a person is vibrating on a lower frequency, and that's okay. You just have to know when enough is enough for you, and then do whatever it is you need to do, either energetically or on a physical level to remove yourself from the space, so that way you can be at peace within yourself, whatever the circumstances are. One process that can be used is kind of going into a meditative state and just envisioning a golden, energetic field around the body, and just holding that vision for a few moments and then coming back into the situation. You can check to see if maybe you feel a little differently, because maybe there's a lot of energy just kind of penetrating into your aura, and it's just not feeling good. One of the things that I noticed when I first started the process of just kind of generally awakening was I was dizzy. And I had not headaches, but it was like the start of a headache along with the dizziness. Now, I'm not experiencing that at this point. Now I'm in a place where I feel really good, actually. But it occurred to me that, it is interesting that in the process of awakening and bringing yourself out from under that suppressed vibrational state that most people find themselves in nowadays, either through things that they kind of were programmed via their family, organizations, the media, all of the different areas that are utilized to kind of keep people in a, kind of a lowered vibrational state day to day. When you are breaking free from that or coming out from under that, almost think of it as coming out from under hypnosis. So there might be physical effects that you feel in the body. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that you're noticing a difference. And the mind is very powerful. So if there has been a certain type of programming that has been running through the mind for most of your life, and then one day you start hitting switches and changing neural pathways and growing new neural pathways, there's going to be some, sensation in the body. And because the body, mind, and spirit are all one, they're all connected. So don't be surprised if you feel a little dizzy. You might feel a little lightheaded. Definitely, if you're having any major issues, see a practitioner. If you feel like maybe your body could do with some supplementation to help with balancing that out. But for the most part, it's nothing harmful. It's really just your mind, body, and spirit readjusting to these new ways of seeing things. It's kind of like the concept of if a person had not had vision for most of their life, and then one day there was a procedure that could bring the vision back. Bringing it all back at once might actually be damaging to the person and a shock to their system, because all they've seen all their life is darkness, and then one day, boom, there's a lot of light and activity, and the brain can't process all of that information. It's kind of the same thing with coming into an awakened state. When you've kind of been under, and I'm just using that parallel of like a hypnosis type state or a suppressed state, and then one day you're just seeing everything for what it is, and you're starting to understand things. It's a lot of information coming into the brain in a different way. And so definitely you will feel some things in the body. But just remember that part of waking up has to do with awareness, not just understanding of what's going on around you and understanding of what's happening, say, metaphysically and whatnot. It also has to do with being aware of your own self, your own body, your own mind, your own thoughts, and having a better understanding and connection with those things. So when we're in a state that is awakened, we begin to become alert to things inside of our body, maybe that we haven't experienced before. And maybe we start to feel kind of panicked because it's a new sensation. But just sharing with you on my journey, it's nothing to be afraid of. It is